Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're cutting straight to what really feels like the future of healthcare. We're exploring how artificial intelligence is being deployed right now to revolutionize the early detection of chronic and really complex diseases. And we want to say right up front, the insights for this deep dive come from a very perspicacious review by Dr. Reza Lankarani. He's a general surgeon, the founder of the Surgical Pioneering and Frontiers newsletter and podcast series, and an editorial board member of the Genesis Journal of Surgery and Medicine.
And that review really, it zeroes in on the core problem here. Most effective treatments, almost all of them, rely on a timely diagnosis. If detection is late, treatment efficacy, it falls off a cliff.
Yeah.
So the mission of groups like AI Gene Lab is to get ahead of that. They want to provide non-invasive, accessible tools for timely diagnosis and personalized treatment support.
Okay, let's unpack this a little. That sounds incredibly ambitious. Data integration is notoriously messy. How do they actually manage to synthesize all that complex data reliably?
That's the crucial point.
It's one thing to look at a blood test. It's another to blend that with clinical history, imaging, and subjective lifestyle inputs.
Right. And it's not just about crunching massive data sets. It's about combining deep medical expertise with really rigorous AI and data analysis. They're building these models that integrate all those streams, the clinical findings, imaging, lifestyle factors, and they produce risk assessments that are just much faster and, frankly, far more accurate than the old siloed methods.
And this is where the platform's breadth really starts to shine. The sheer variety of conditions they address is, well, it's fascinating. Let's start with metabolic risk. Take the diabetes risk predictor. It estimates your risk using a hybrid classical machine learning approach.
Which just means it's trained on established, well-vetted data sets.
Exactly. It analyzes basic but vital factors like your age, BMI, glucose, insulin, blood pressure.
And that predictive power, it extends right into patient management. It's not just about flagging the risk. They have an insulin optimal dose predictor that personalizes dosing suggestions. It's based on real-time factors like blood glucose, but also longer-term markers like HbA1c plus BMI and age.
Okay, so moving beyond metabolic conditions, what about something like chronic inflammation? The rheumatoid arthritis risk tool, that's another one of their specialized screening tools.
It is, yeah. And it looks at clinical symptoms, but critically, it integrates serological markers.
Serological markers like RF and CRP.
Exactly. For anyone unfamiliar, those are the telltale inflammatory markers a doctor looks for in a simple blood test. So by combining those objective blood markers with, the symptoms a patient reports, the AI can flag high-risk individuals for a much earlier specialist referral.
Potentially saving months of joint damage.
Months or even years.
Wow. And even visual screening is getting this AI upgrade. The skin cancer detection AI, that one sounds huge.
It is. It analyzes images of skin lesions to highlight potential malignancies.
Which supports faster dermatological evaluation. And with skin cancer, a few weeks of delay can mean the difference between minor surgery and a severe prognosis.
Time is literally tissue there.
So if we connect all this back to that idea of holistic data integration,
You have to look at their most powerful example, the hybrid ECG AI++++.
Yeah.
It doesn't just look at a cardiac rhythm printout. It assesses your comprehensive heart disease risk.
how?
By combining traditional cardiovascular risk factors, AI-enhanced ECG data for really subtle pattern recognition, and lifestyle inputs like diet and activity.
Yeah.
That blending of all three data streams into a single risk profile, that's the breakthrough.
And the force driving all this innovation is a really incredible interdisciplinary team. We're talking about Dr. Sargal Minezhad, a bioinformatics researcher, and Ali Karami, who specializes in AI and data analysis.
It's that combination,
Yeah.
the deep biological systems understanding and the cutting-edge predictive modeling. That's what lets them build these tools.
So what's the status on these? Are they in clinics now?
That's the next step. Right now, these tools are rigorously undergoing clinical validation with medical experts. They're for screening and risk assessment. The future vision, though, is a comprehensive digital health platform, a single system integrating multiple screenings.
And to make that happen, they're looking for partners.
Yes, they're actively seeking strategic partners and sponsors to help navigate the complex regulatory requirements and, expand these tools into telemedicine and global health.
So let's bring this back to you, the listener. Considering how quickly AI can integrate all this complex data imaging, blood markers, lifestyle info into an accurate risk profile, what complex condition, one that's currently diagnosed through painful or lengthy procedures, do you think will be the next one revolutionized by tools like these? Something to think about. That wraps up this deep dive. Thank you for tuning in. This deep dive is based on a sharp review by Dr. Reza Lankarani, general surgeon, founder of Surgical Pioneering, and editorial board member of Genesis Journal of Surgery and Medicine. To access additional details, please refer to the following links: https.agtinier.cods.me